Lovely, wonderful people, something very sad is happening, and please let's pray for him. Yes, it's not a very good it's not a very good thing what is going on right now. The alleged reports of Justice Tassimani on wheelchair. This is the justice who decided on the Presidential Election Tribunal case. And right now he's on a wheelchair. Immediately a serious case came upon him, and as we are speaking, it's not a good thing. That's why we are asking that people pray for him, and we wish him well. Okay, but now, right after the Presidential Election Tribunal case, he's on a wheelchair. He's suffering prostrate, and it's really not funny. It's not funny at all. So every single person, please, if you're out there, please pray for him. But see what people are saying, see what's happening, and why we all together must look at things more and ensure that the truth is being revealed. The alleged report of Justice Testimony on wheelchair suffering prostrate is sad, shameful, and disheartening. The report alleged that Justice Haruna returned from Paris unable to fix his enlarged prostrate. He has been in a wheelchair and cannot walk, according to an information at the appeal court, and he's accusing some notable individuals as brain behind his illness. The illness has made him unable to walk, and presently now, after the Presidential Election Tribunal, he was flown to Paris. He's on a wheelchair, and this is what is happening. Unfortunately, many Nigerians politicians fail to realize that the tears and the suffering of poor Nigerians will surely and always haunt them in one way or another. No one steals from the poor and escape the consequences and the tears of the poor masses. The reward of evil acts comes faster than expected. He is now on a wheelchair, and many people are wondering, what really happened, what really went wrong, and what's going on with him. Immediately after the Presidential Election Tribunal, before then he was walking on his 2 feet, he was sent to Paris, and the matter could not really be contained. It could not really be taken care of or looked at, and he is now back in Nigeria. The prostrate could not really have not really been dealt with. He's still very much in a wheelchair, and now, according to what we report reaching us, is that he's pointing fingers to some politicians that they are behind this ordeal. He's ill, and this is what he's going through now. Some people has attributed it. This is some people attributing it to say that it is the Presidential Election Tribunal, him, stealing justice from the poor. Like I said, they have attributed it. That is what is wrong with him. I don't know. I'm not a member of his family. I'm only reporting according to a report reaching us that he is now in a wheelchair and cannot work. This man was one of the judge who, there were five Supreme Court judges who presided over it. He was the chief of the judges, and all the cases of Atiku, all the cases of Obi were dismissed. And he stood by what he said, that Obi and Atiku has no case against President Bola Tinubu. Was one that said he upheld, the judgment and everything. Many Nigerians felt, or some Nigerians felt, that grave injustice has been done to the people. After all is said and done, these are the five judges. You can see their pictures. You can see it. After all is said and done, some people feel that he eroded justice from the people. He became ill. Probably he was ill before then. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. He took ill and he was sent to Paris. But from Paris, he came back on a wheelchair and he's not been able to stand up. He's now in the wheelchair. And some people attribute it again, like I said, to the Presidential Election Tribunal case. And they say anyone with a thief from the poor, with the suffer, the poor people say go reap within his soul. So these are some of the things that are happening, that have happened, and every single person can see that indeed, truly, sincerely, truly speaking, we all must rise up and ensure that, justice prevails in this land. So please, if you're in a place of authority and you have a voice to be able to speak, please don't oppress the poor. Don't oppress people. Don't do that. It is wrong. Don't do that. Don't oppress people at your expense because you want something so another person must suffer. You're not good now. You think I'm a good? If somebody does that to you, how would you feel? Okay, so you don't want it to be done to you. Why do you want to do it to somebody else? Let's call a spade a spade. Let's be honest for once. You don't want it done to you. Why are you doing it to somebody else? These are some of the very serious issues and matters going on, and we cannot afford, okay, to be quiet and allow the same thing over and over again. Every single one of us must ensure that we act accordingly and do all that is needed to move us forward as a nation and as a people, and we can bring Nigeria to where it needs to be. We must work and bring Nigeria from the current predicament and take the nation to where it needs to be. There are lots of things already going on, and if we continue in this way, in this regard, we will not get very far. Every single one of us have what it takes to change this nation. Can we rise up and ensure that the truth is being dispensed so that together we can make a headway? Nigeria belongs to us, and so we all must do everything, humanly speaking, possible to change the course of what is going on today. Nigerians, every one of us knows exactly what is going on. Please, can we rise up and ensure that, we do everything we can to save this nation and bring her from the current predicament and ensure that at the end of the day, none of us are taking, none of us are taking on unawares. We must do everything we can to change what is happening and bring Nigeria to a better place. Remember that the days upon us are so critical. And so every single person must do everything humanly speaking possible and ensure that Nigeria becomes a better place. Yes. So these are some of the things that are going on, and it is important. It is important that everyone, rises up and everyone, do everything needed to bring us, to where we need to be and change the course of what is going on today. Remember that you have a voice, and remember that every one of us must do everything humanly speaking possible to change the course of what is going on. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can get all our latest news. God bless. Have a fantastic and a lovely day. From us, it's bye for now. Bye-bye.